Hello and welcome back. I am Sierra Wolf and this is my Let's Play series. This episode we are going to do a few things. First off, we are going to get a Mending villager and we are going to get all of our tools set up with Mending as well as our diamond gear. Because as you might remember from last episode, my diamond gear is looking a little rough right now. And instead of trying to find more diamonds to just make a whole new gear, I want to get Mending on it and get set up so that we can just go to the Blaze XP farm and just heal it all up. And so, if you see, I also have a lot more enchanted tools as well. So, as I said I was going to do, I went ahead and AFK'd and I got a lot of XP. As you can see, I have 34 XP down there. That's after a lot of enchantments. So, let's just look at the enchantments that I got. So as you saw last time, I got this Unbreaking 3 Sweeping Edge 3 Diamond Sword, which is pretty awesome. That will be really nice. I thought about combining it with the Smite 4 Looting 3 Sword, but I really think I'm wanting to make this a Sharpness Sword. So we're going to keep looking at the enchantments for swords and just wait until we can see another Looting 3 or Sharpness 4 or 5. Just because I think that will be the best way we can get this. Don't get me wrong. This sword is great, as like this is a perfect sword for wither skeleton skull hunting, because with the smite it does extra damage to undead creatures, and that includes wither skeletons. And so that plus the looting 3 is perfect for that. And so this will come in handy a lot because you can one hit skeletons, zombies, wither skeletons, etc. And so I think that will come in handy, but just as a general sword, I really think I want to get sharpness, especially because right now this is taking 3 or 4 hits to kill the blaze at the XP grinder, whereas if we get sharpness on it, it should only take 1 or 2. So, that's kind of my plan. But, we got that one last time, and then I went ahead and I got this Efficiency 4 Unbreaking 3 shovel, same on the Diamond Axe, and Efficiency 4 Unbreaking 3, as well as I got a Silk Touch only pickaxe last time, but then I went ahead and just unenchanted it and re-rolled for another Silk Touch, and I got this Efficiency 4 Unbreaking 3 Silk Touch pickaxe, which is just about perfect, just about what I wanted. And let me run over to the enchanting shack real quick, as I have a few other things in there that I enchanted. So like I said, I enchanted my diamond gear, but like I said, it's doing really rough right now on the durability, so it's just sitting in here. I will say, I did end up dying when I was building my blaze farm, and somehow I lost my diamond chestplate. So once we get this healed up, we'll have to go mining and get a few more diamonds so we can get a diamond chest plate. And yeah, we will have to renew a diamond chest plate and then come back and get it enchanted. I have plenty of levels, so we should be able to do that just fine, especially because you'll get levels from villagers as well. But let's see what we have on this. This is going to be my water gear, I would say, as I have a Depth Strider 3 on the boots, I have Aqua Affinity and Protection 3 on the helmet, and then I have Protection 3 and Unbreaking 3 on the leggings. So I would love to have Protection 4 and Unbreaking 3 on all of them, as well as Feather Falling on the boots and Respiration on the helmet. That will be the goal for the water gear. But we'll have to just wait and do that a little bit later. But this is absolutely amazing for right now. And with the Aqua Affinity and the Depth Strider 3, I do think we'll be able to go back to that aquifer that we saw on the caving episode and get a little bit of get some of the ores out of there. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to make some lecterns, and we are going to go get a Mending villager. But not just any villager. Not just any villager. I think, if you recall, on the caving episode, I found an igloo. So what we're going to do is we're going to run over there, and I'm going to show you what the igloo is, and we are actually going to do our first zombie villager curing of the series. So I'll bring you back in when we get over to the igloo and show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so we're back over here at the igloo. So, for those of you that don't know, igloos are actually one of the few things in the game that are, I guess you could say, point towards a tutorial. as you know, Minecraft is a game where there is no true tutorial. They don't really tell you what to do. You just kind of have to figure it out on your own. They've started adding some things into the game that kind of point towards some of the mechanics. Like ruined portals actually point towards the idea of being able to make a portal to go into the Nether. And the igloos are here to point towards villager zombification and purification, if you would. So, actually, the way this works is technically supposed to you're supposed to take something, burn it in this furnace, and then when that furnace turns on, this ice will break, and if it's not on a cliff, let's if it's not on a cliff, it wouldn't run out that way. So usually this is actually a really weird setup for the igloo. But usually that ice would come in here, break all the carpet, and then that would reveal to you this trapdoor right there. So then, obviously, if someone sees a trapdoor in vanilla Minecraft, they're just going to be like, "Oh, let's go down it." So you go down the trapdoor, and when you get to the bottom, there's actually going to be a couple things. So, when we get to the bottom, you will see a chest and you'll see a golden apple in it. And then, obviously, you'll get some other treasures, golden nuggets, wheat, not really anything too special. But the golden apple is the one that really is important. Because then, if you turn over here and you look, you will see that there is a villager and a zombie villager. And so basically, this sign is pointing to the fact that this can become this, and this can become this. So that is, like I said, that is the way that Minecraft has decided to kind of point towards the idea of zombie purification. So what we're going to do, oh, and also over here, there is a weakness potion, which obviously you need if you are going to be curing a villager. So what we're going to do actually is we're going to go ahead and cure this villager. I'm going to go ahead and take that as well. We're going to go ahead and cure this villager. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take this, put a trapdoor so he can't get out, and then I will break this as well. And so then what we're going to do is we'll splash him with the weakness potion and go ahead and give him his apple. So basically now we are going to get a cured villager. And so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take these lecterns and I'm going to put them in front of him until he decides he wants to sell a mending book. And since we've cured him, it'll be a very, very good price. Now, I don't have any emeralds, so I'll have to find a way to get some emeralds. I will probably honestly go into my villager breeder and get myself some emeralds just by taking the potatoes and carrots that I have and trading them with the villagers in there just to get enough emeralds to come back here and buy some mending books. So we're going to do that. Obviously, I think I'm just going to leave him here for now, and then once we get a better villager hall set up, we will take them out of here. I think we should just be able to go through the mountain, boat them on over to wherever we're going to set up our trading hall. And yeah, so I'm going to go grab those emeralds from the villager breeder, and then I will come back. Hopefully he will be cured, and then we can go ahead and get ourselves a mending villager. All right, so we're back here. The guy has now taken a job as a librarian, and I have plenty of emeralds. So let's do the tedious task of seeing what books he's going to give me. So look at that. You can see that he has a very high discount already. And so hopefully maybe we can get a mending book for single digits worth of emeralds. So what I'm going to do now is basically I'm just going to break this and place a new one until he decides to work. It might already be past working hours, which is kind of sad, but I'm going to do that until he gives me a mending book. So here we go. And there we have it. That is an incredible price. That is incredible. It only took just like 6 or 7 times. That's kind of crazy. As you saw, he was having a little bit of trouble working for some reason while he was in the stall, so I just kind of let him around. I gave him a bed, let him roam around. I think I'm just going to leave him down here and just let him have this area for now. But yeah, those are incredible prices for those books. We'll just take a whole 10 of them just to make sure. Should go ahead and level him up, but that'll also give me plenty to just put mending on all of my gear. So That's awesome. All right, let's see if he levels up. There we go. What do we have? Unbreaking. Oh my gosh, he's mending and unbreaking 3. That is absolutely insane. That is incredible. Oh my goodness, this man. You are a total G. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will be visiting you many a time because we want to get Unbreaking 3 and Mending on just basically anything. And look at that. For 18 diamonds, I can get a Mending and Unbreaking 3. That is incredible. That is amazing. I am totally in shock by that. I am so that is incredible. As you can tell, I am just over the moon for that. I am over the moon for that. But now that we have our mending books, let's go ahead and go throw them on our gear first, but also throw them on all of our tools, and then we'll head over to the Blaze XP farm and just get everything healed up. And then once we do that, we will throw our gear back on us. We will throw our gear back on us and head down into the cave that I found a few episodes back and grab the diamonds that I just kind of left around so that we could get back when we have Fortune 3. Because now we have our Fortune 3 Efficiency 5 pickaxe. So we will go grab those diamonds, and then that should be enough to get us a chest plate, and we'll just be set on... We'll be set on enchantments for right now. I am over the moon for that villager trade, as that is just incredible. I don't know if I've ever had that much luck with villager trading. That was just, I'm speechless. I'm truly speechless from that. So let's throw it on our stuff and then go heal it up, and I will check back in when we are fully back geared up and healed up on all of our gear and stuff as well. All right, so after about an hour of sitting here at the XP grinder, we are all set on our gear. All of our gear is back to full durability, and we have 35 enchantment levels. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to... Ooh, hi there. Haha. Actually, since it's a wither skeleton, I'm going to pull out my smite sword and... All right, well, that could have gone better, but that's okay. Let's heal up a little bit. Let's just go ahead and pull out our bow and take care of this guy. All right, anyway, after that little bit of a diversion, we are all set. And so what we're going to do is we're going to head over to this cave that I found the other day, and we're going to pick up all the diamonds that we can find in there with our Silk Touch pickaxe, and then we'll bring it up to the surface, grab our Fortune pickaxe, and we will fortune the diamond ore and see what we can find, see how many diamonds we can get. Hopefully it'll be enough for a chest plate. If not, we'll have to do a little bit of caving because I want to just get that chest plate, and then from there we will move on to our project for the day. But I'm going to run over to this cave and do that real quick. Alright, so we are back, and here is the loot that we got. We only spent about 20 minutes down in the cave. We just grabbed all the ores that were exposed. We didn't even really go looking for them. We just kind of grabbed the ones that we could find. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, for each ore, I'm going to tell you how many we have. I'm going to tower them up, and then I'm going to fortune them, and then I'll tell you how many we got from them. So we're going to start off with our bigger ones like our iron, our gold, and then diamonds will be the last one we do. So first off we're going to do is gold, and we have 56 gold ore. Alright, so from 56 gold ore we got a stack and 43 raw gold. That is pretty good. Let's do it with the iron now. So we're starting out with 52 iron ore. So let's see how many raw iron we can get. Alright, so from 52 iron ore, we got 2 stacks plus 4 more of raw iron. That's great. So now we got 32. We have a half a stack. Exactly a half a stack of redstone ore. So let's see how many redstone we can get. Alright, so from a half a stack of redstone, we got just about 3 full stacks of redstone dust. We were 2 under 3 full stacks. Alright, here we go. 22 lapis. Alright, so from just 22 lapis ore, we got 5 full stacks of lapis plus 26 more. Alright, here we go. Now 10 copper ore. And from 10 copper ore, we got 64 plus 43 raw copper. And finally, we have 9 diamond ore. So let's see how many diamonds we can get out of these diamond ore. Alright, so 18 from 9 diamonds. That's not amazing. I mean, we doubled our diamonds, that's okay. I would have hoped for a little bit more, but that's still pretty good. So there we go. From just about 20 minutes of caving with a Fortune 3 pickaxe, this is what we got. So I'm gonna go make a chest plate and enchant it, and then we'll get working on our project for the day. Alright, so since I have 37 levels, I decided I'm going to do something a little crazy. I'm also going to enchant another bow and see if I can get it a power 5 bow, because I just looked, and this is going to be a power 4 bow, and so I can combine it with my power 4 bow and get a really nice power 5 bow. Because I was looking at this, and even though I like the Unbreaking 3 on the chest plate, I really would like to have protection. I'll probably take whatever it is next after the bow, but since the bow is power 4, I figured why not go ahead and do that. And that's all it is. That's a little sad, but that's okay. That'll make it a power 5 bow, and that'll be good. So let's see what we have on that. Thorns 2. Wow. Okay, that's actually pretty bad. So let's just do that. Grab it, and we'll come over here and disenchant it. And we'll have 2 more shots to get what we want from it. Okay, Unbreaking 3. We'll take it this time and see. Fire Protection 3. You know, it's not exactly what I wanted. I have Protection 3 on here, Protection 3 on here, and then Blast Protection. So I think this, right now, since it's kind of just an all-around mix set, I think I'll stick with it. Because it has the Protection and it has the Unbreaking. But just out of curiosity, I'm going to see what it would be if we were to do another chest plate. Thorns. Okay. Yeah, not worth it. So what we're going to do is we're going to just leave that for now. We will go ahead and slap a mending on it. But we have one more power 3... excuse me. One more level 30 enchantment that we can do with the levels. So let's see if there's anything we want to enchant. So if I were to go get another diamond pickaxe, I could get efficiency 4 on it, and then it would be, I could make an efficiency 5 pickaxe, but it's not really that necessary. You know what? What about another bow? What would I do? What would it do if I tried to enchant another bow? Flame, which I already have on it. I'm gonna go ahead and take it just in case it maybe has like punch or something on it. Power 3, that's terrible. Okay, whatever. We'll just go ahead and disenchant that, put it back in the chest, and then we'll combine what we need to using our extra levels. So, we got a power 4 bow. We're going to add that to this one. Power 5, Unbreaking 3, Infinity Flame. That's actually really good. That's really good. The only thing that we could get on that other than this would probably be punch, but that's not super important. And then we'll go ahead and throw the Mending onto our chest plate. And our anvil broke, but that's okay. We just got a load of iron from down in the caves, so we can go make a new one right now. But yeah, so that we are now back to fully geared up in diamond armor, which means we are all set to go. So now that means we are going to go ahead and start our next project, which our project for the day is going to be an iron farm. So for an iron farm, we're going to need a couple villagers, and I think I have a very interesting design that I actually came up with myself that I'm going to put in this world just because I think it'll be really, really, really nice. So I will bring you back in when we get ready to start that. But let's look. Yep. It looks like we should have plenty of villagers. So we should be good to start this up, and we'll get it done here soon. So let's get started on it. All right, so I figured I'd bring you back in now that I have gotten everything basically set up for the start of our iron farm. So I want to take you and show you where our iron farm is going to be. So this is our area right now. I wanted the iron farm to be a little bit out of the way, as it can sometimes interfere with other things that are going on around the village or my base. So this is area right here, this kind of flat area right over the hill is where I think I'm going to place it. So for this, there's going to be actually two different setups of villagers with 3 villagers each. So that means we're going to need 3 beds for each of them. So, and then we're going to need 2 zombies, plus a way to transport the zombies into the place, as well as we might use minecarts to get the villagers in place as well. I'm not entirely sure yet. But then we're just going to need an infinite water source and then a few building blocks. It's not the hardest to set up, but it's a very interesting design, and so I'll take you back in when we start building it. But I'm just going to clear out some land, and then I will come back in and explain the idea of the iron farm, and we'll get to building it. Alright, so now it's all dug out. This is the shape of our iron farm. So, I did go and grab a few more things that I forgot that we needed. We needed a lava bucket. That's how we will get rid of the iron golems. And then as well as we need 11 fence gates, but they needed to be nether wood so that they don't burn. And then we needed some way to make sure the zombies don't despawn. And so since I don't have any name tags, we're just going to find zombies that can pick up helmets and wear helmets. And then if they do that, they will never despawn. So basically now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the villager cells. They are going to be right here. They're going to be under the ground. Basically, the way this is going to work is they are going to be under the ground. There's going to be one over here, and so they'll be able to spawn 2 iron golems roughly every 30 seconds, which will be a really good drop rate. But there's going to be water flowing from back there, water from flowing back there, and then right here is where our lava blade is going to be. That'll take them out. The reason it is set up like this, though, is that I actually have made it so that we can make this into a raid farm as well. So basically, the lava blade that we're going to be setting up for iron golems can actually also be used for ravagers. And since the villagers are going to be under the ground here, I can basically just come down here where I'll set up a little room. I'm going to go down there, and so then whenever I get bad omen, I'll just come over here. All the pillagers and all the raid parties will get pushed into this hole, and I can take them out at the bottom and get all the goodies from the raid. But in the meantime, when I don't have a raid going on, there will be iron golems spawning, and that will be our iron farm. So it's just this way. I've always hated iron farms just because they just serve one purpose and one purpose alone. And I think it's just neat to try and mesh them together and get two things out of it. And so it's very simple. It's a very simple raid farm. It's not like I'm going to be getting the most drops, getting the best. It'll do for what we need it for, you know? Like when you get Bad Omen, instead of having to go get a bucket of milk and drinking it, we can just come over here and get some totems, get some emeralds, and get some saddles, you know? So, one last thing I wanted to mention is these villager holding cells that I'm going to be putting in place just in a second are actually designed by Avomance over on YouTube. So I will put a card on screen right now so you can go check out his video. But like I said, yeah, his holding cell design is the design that I'm going with. But then the rest of the farm is my design. The iron farm, the raid portion of it, plus the iron farm together, that was my design. But I just want to give credit where credit is due. So Avomance, these are your villager holding cells. It's a design that works perfectly into this design, so thank you for that. And like I said, I'll put a card on screen so you can go check out his video. So, I'm going to go dig out these holding cells, and we are going to see if we can get some villagers over here, get our zombie in place, and then we should be good to go. Alright, so I got my villagers in, and we already have a golem spawning, which is great. But we have, like I said, we have our two little cells for our villagers, both with three villagers in each. And so now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up our collection system, which will be down there. As well as the lava blade, and then once we get the lava blade in the collection system, all we have to do is just put some water back here, and it should flow right down to this hole, and we should be good to go. So, I'm doing most of this off camera just simply because I'm going to be putting a full tutorial about this farm on my page. It'll either be up by the time this video goes up, or it'll be the day after this video goes up. But anyway, that's why I'm doing a lot of it off camera. But if you are intrigued on how to build this farm, just pop over to my channel and find that iron farm raid farm tutorial. Alright, and there it is. So this is our iron farm that can also be our raid farm. As you can see, basically we just have water pushing the iron golems into an iron lava blade, and that will kill them, and it'll drop the drops through that hole. And so to get to the drops, we just come down here. We'll just come down here, and there's a little collection room that I will probably spruce up a little bit, but this is where all the drops will be. So as you can see, that before I got the collection system set up, I already got this much iron and poppies from this. So it's working pretty well already. But I'll keep an eye on it, make sure that our iron golems are spawning in the water where they're supposed to, and just make sure it's being as efficient as possible. And so there you go. There's another iron golem. If this is working at a peak efficiency, there should be about 2 iron golems every 30 seconds. Now, I'm not entirely sure. There might be caves underneath here that iron golems might spawn in. So I will probably do a little looking around and see if there is any potential space for iron golems to spawn except for up here. That is the one problem you have with making an iron golem on the iron golem farm on the ground like this. But I'll do some checking, but we'll see. But it seems to be working pretty well so far, and we will just I'll keep you updated. I'll probably AFK here for a little bit and then come back and let you know how the drops are going. All right, so after about 45 minutes of AFKing by this iron farm, we have just about 4 stacks of iron, which I think is pretty good. That means we've had 67 iron golems that have spawned in that 45 minutes. Now, that's not peak efficiency, but I think it is pretty good. Well, anyway, there it is. There is our iron farm. I will keep probably AFKing a little bit longer and just see if we can build up a little bit more. I also want to see if I can make some tweaks and see if I can improve the efficiency just a bit. So I'm going to do that off camera. If I make any tweaks, I will let you know. But again, if you want to know how to build this iron farm, please go to my channel and check out the tutorial that I will be posting here soon. That's it for now. If you enjoyed this and you want to see how to build more farms like this, I will be doing a lot more of this on this series here soon. So if you want that, please hit the subscribe button, maybe hit the like button, just let me know that you liked what you're seeing. And for now, see ya.